Hey guys, so there seems to be a theme today in the readings. God shares what's going on many different ways, but one of the ways, for those of you who are just kind of catching up to what's going on, is He lets me know what's going on through sharing these different readings from many different readers. Some of them are ones that I watch on a regular basis, and some are just totally random that come out of nowhere. But I look for like a running theme, and today's was... Well, he told me to tell you guys, those of you who are still against me, because I say still because I think some of you have actually come to my side, so I'm so glad, yay. The others that are still against me, he wanted me to say, no more warnings. Like, I've given you so many warnings. Through me and many other ways that you guys have gotten these warnings, like the backlashes and stuff like that, when he's asked you to stop attacking me. And today was all about SWAT teams, so he's not going to warn anymore. And the other thing was calm before the storm and SWAT teams. So, and I just got confirmation of somebody going to jail. So, and there, a few days ago, there was someone else going to jail too. So this is the season. If you've been doing bad things, you're going to start having things, your stack of cards are going to start to crumble. No matter what kind of black magic you do, you're only going to dig yourself in a deeper hole. That's one of the things that God was saying, like, don't even try it. I know what you're up to. I know what you're thinking to do. I know what you've been doing. Like my former false twin flame. I know what you've been doing, and you better stop it. You better stop it, because you'll see. You'll see. So this is the calm before the storm. He's giving no more warnings anymore. He's tired of it, and people are just not listening, and they're just going to have to see for themselves. Some of you. Okay. So also that made me think of a couple different incidences in the last few weeks that happened that kind of shocked me. I was like, whoa, what the heck is that? I've never had God do that before. Well, you guys know I'm super protected, and he's done things like destroyed people's lives and killed them, even, like, for messing with me, even in small ways, like, let alone all of the stuff that's been going on with me now. Like, the way, like, I can't even imagine what he's gonna, how he's gonna rectify everything after everything that's been done to me. But, so you guys know a lot of the stories that I've shared about the different ways that I get protected in many, just so many different examples. But what's been happening recently, I've been like scratching my head, like, what the hell is that? I've never seen anything like that before. I go to this, I go to, a few places, where people know my name. They know who I am, and that it's my real actual identity. They could point at me and say my name. So there's a place that I go to on a regular basis. It's like a gas station place. And God had warned me that morning. He said, they're trying to get Luch from you, but they don't want you to know that it's them trying to get it, because they're weakening. So they're going to try to manipulate by having other people come at you and get you to react in a negative way that's going to give them the Luch that they need. So I was like, well, for one, they're not getting any Luch, period, because I am going to sever all ties, which I do on a regular basis. I do not consent to anybody using my energy without my permission, period. Or my identity, for that matter. There's some confirmation. That just, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so going to the next level. Okay, so basically, so he had warned me what was going down that morning. So I was like looking around, like kind of waiting for the what was going to happen. And so I go to the bathroom in the gas station, and I come out, and I know the people that work there. We're on a first name basis, pretty much. So I come out, and there's a man standing in the front, in like like the very front of the store, basically. And he was just standing there with his hands to his sides. But he was just staring at me. Like he couldn't move, almost like he was paralyzed or something. And I said, and I looked over at the guy behind the counter that was working that day. And I just kind of looked at him, and he looked at me. We both looked at him like, what is this? And I said, can we help you? And he said, he just kind of raised his water bottle. He's like, I could use some water. And I looked at my friend and I was like, can we get him some water? And he says, sure, we got water over here. And he starts, taking him over there. And then the guy realized he had water in his hand, So he was like, oh, and then he raises it up and he goes, well, this one's hot. Then he goes, oh, well, we can get you some ice. And I said, yeah, why don't you go get him some ice? So as I wanted to make sure, I kind of lingered for a minute, making sure that the guy in the store that nothing was going to happen. Although it totally seemed everything was neutralized at that point. But I was kind of like, whoa, what just happened? Like, that was crazy. And then, gosh, what happened? So then I started to go out, and the guy in the store just kind of waved behind his back, like, get out of here, just in case. So we were both feeling protective of each other. And I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on the situation here for a second. But it seemed fine. I was like, what was that? That was like pretty amazing. I've never seen God just like stun somebody before. I mean, it was like he'd gotten shocked with a stun gun or something. He just like froze, right? So I was like, well, that's interesting. That doesn't hurt anybody. So, that's pretty cool. Nobody got hurt. And so it seems like a pretty harmless way to stop someone from doing something bad. Then I was still kind of like, whoa, that was craziness. Like, I'll never forget the look on the guy's face and the way he just stood there. So then I went down the road just a little ways, and I thought, I'm going to go to the park before I go home and just listen to some birds chirp and look at the beautiful sun coming up and everything. And it was in the morning. And I pull in there, and I'm talking to a friend of mine on the phone. And then somebody pulls straight across from me in a really, really expensive car. Really, really expensive. Looking at it, it was probably, I would guess, at least $280,000. $280,000. Up to maybe $380,000. Like super, 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 super nice. Like something you'd see in Hollywood, like everybody would be driving them. Well, not everybody even. But it's a really nice car. Really, really nice car. You don't see those around here. I mean, every once in a blue moon, but they're very, very rare to see in a really super expensive car like that. And it was convertible. And there was a woman in the passenger seat that looked like my false twin flames. I don't know if they ever got married. I honestly did not keep track after he proposed to her. I was gone and I didn't look back. So if they got married, I don't know. I don't know, but it looked like her, the one with the short hair. It looked like her in the passenger seat, and then it looked like the one that was in the passenger, no, not the driver's seat. The driver's seat or the passenger seat? Because I was like, it would have been the driver. The driver was this really big, burly guy with tattoos. He totally looked like a hitman, like from straight out of Hollywood, like a Hollywood hitman. And I was like, wow. So this big, burly guy, and with a shorter girl with short hair, kind of Halle Berry-ish, in the other seat. And I just kind of just sat there kind of looking like, now what is this? They didn't get loose from the last incident though, so here comes another one, back to back. I was like, already? It's just been a few minutes, So I'm looking at these two, and they do the same thing. They're right straight across from me in the parking lot, and they're just kind of like that same stare, just kind of stunned or shocked or just like frozen, just absolutely frozen, and like paralyzed or something. I don't know what happened to these people. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys know, but I have no idea. But I just thought, I don't think I should stay here. I think I should move. So I just left, and that was it. So I don't know. I think there's a lot going on that I don't know, or that I don't see behind the scenes. But God's definitely got my back, and it's pretty amazing and pretty miraculous. I don't want to see anybody hurt. Not them, not me, but I got a job to do. So if God's got to like hold somebody down a minute and make them pause and make them think about what they're about to do, otherwise they're going to have severe consequences, then, I'm all for it. So I don't know. But I just felt like sharing that today, because it's one of those things that kind of sticks in your head. It was the same morning, only a few minutes apart from each other. And, really left me scratching my head. Like, what the heck was that? Like, what the, all three people are stuck in my brain, like staring at me like that. It was so crazy. Anyway, so, I think that was a really, really nice thing that God did compared to a lot of the other things. So he must have liked those people, or wanted to give them a second chance or something, But anyway, it's time, you guys. It's time to. We're gonna have to walk our separate ways now. You're gonna have to accept the consequences of the choices that you've made. That's just the plain truth of it. And a lot of you are going to go to jail. A lot of you are going to prison or jail or mental hospital. I've heard some of you are just not doing well mentally because of, all of the voodoo and black magic you guys have been doing to me. To have all that backfire on you, I cannot even imagine. I cannot even imagine how that's going to come back. It may not come back exactly as poisoning like you've done to me, or like death, but it would be like an ending or a transformation, or being very, very sick or something. I don't know. I'm not God. I don't play God. I let him take care of things, All I know is he really doesn't want me messed with anymore. He really doesn't want me messed with anymore, and he's going to have to remove people in my life that are still coming at me, because it's just not supposed to be happening anymore. It's time for all of the chosen ones to start going forward, and for everybody else to I don't know what you call it, to just walk another path. It's time to choose another direction and walk another path. And leave me alone. All of us, all the chosen ones. We need to be left alone to do our jobs. God's not going to let you hold us back forever. So, anyway. Hope you guys have a good evening. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.